Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. We are reading from verse 63, and also we read before verse 62 of chapter 2, describing why we react the way we react when we get sensual input, and what happens to us when we are not in control of the senses. So we said when a man thinks of the objects, meaning thinking that the object has something to give or to take away that is not already inherent in us, attachment to them arises. So we think the object has some power over me. If it's a positive power, I want it near. If it's a negative power, I want it away. From attachment, desire is born. I want it with me or away from me. And from desire, anger arises. The desire is bound to be frustrated in this way or another, in this point in time or another, and anger will come. When the anger comes, we get diluted. We lose completely track of reality. As we many times say, I don't know what came over me. How could I not see that? How could I do that? We're under the spell of delusion. Swami Shivananda tells us from anger arises delusion. When a man becomes angry, he loses his power of discrimination. And this is the next part of the verse. From delusion, loss of memory. From loss of memory, the destruction of discrimination. What is the loss of memory? It's complete loss of memory. Not only we forget higher and sublime spiritual teachings, let's say of non-injury, like this, we completely forget our situation in the world. We completely lose track of what's happening, what this object could or would or did mean to us, what the person we are up against means to us. Everything is forgotten. And when we forget, our discrimination is gone. We can no longer tell right from wrong. Not on the higher spiritual level, what is dharma and what is adharma, but we cannot even say in the simple level of reality, this is okay, this is not okay. We're just completely swept away by anger. From the destruction of discrimination, he perishes, loses control completely, and on the spiritual level sinks deeper and deeper and deeper into samsara, the cycle of birth and death, which is full of pain. And Adi Shankaracharya says, pain and nothing but pain. So we sink deeper and deeper into pain. If you want an explanation from the point of view of the law of karma, we gain demerit, and we make sure that the results of these demerits, which are in the form of pain, will come back to us. So this is the reaction. And to give a very simple example, you know, we sit on a bench and we brought a very nice lunch with us, and it has our nice sandwich and a nice, say, apple and a little bit of dessert, a piece of chocolate. Yes, I like chocolate, especially when it's dark. So we have all of those, and we are just about ready to take our first bite, and somewhere out there from up the pathway, we see our very best friend coming. Now the thing is that it's lunchtime, and we kind of notice that the friend doesn't have any lunch with him or her. And here starts the situation. They're coming. Now I have to share my food with them, otherwise it's a problem. But you see, I'm already attached to the food. I want all of it. I want the entire pleasure that I consider to be possible from this food. And this person is about to take away my pleasure from the food because I'll have to share. So our mind starts vilifying them. What is this vilification? Is an expression of anger. The person didn't even do anything yet. Maybe they already had lunch, but we see them. No lunch bag. Danger, vilification. I'll try to hide away, something, the food. I'll just hide it away, and maybe I'll pretend I'm busy and they'll go away. I completely forgot that this is my best friend. I completely forgot how much I like them, how happy they make me, how much I like being around them. All of this gone. I completely forgot. Delusion comes loss of memory and the destruction of discrimination. I no longer know what's right or wrong. I don't know how to treat my best friend. I'm trying to hide away my food. I'm not hungry in any way. I can share, it'll still be good. But no, we are in this reaction. And as much as some of you are listening to it and saying, this is completely ridiculous, think about it. What happens when somebody, maybe even dear to you, or, not even your best friend, but somebody who's dear to you, who you had positive thoughts about, all of a sudden something happened and you perceive him as a threat with respect to some object that you want to keep or you want to push away? What happens then? Is your mind vilifying this person? Are you plotting against them in your mind? The friendship is gone. From the destruction of discrimination, he perishes. We get damaged. But the self-controlled man, moving among the object with the senses under restraint and free from attraction and repulsions, attain to peace. But when we get out of the grip of this cycle, when we stop giving objects power over us, we attain to peace. And this is the full cycle. How do we get deeper into this peace and safer from getting into the cycle of anger? We will see in the next talks. Please join. Om Shanti.